Hoosier. Backcountry. It's time.
Welcome back to the podcast to Hoosier Backcountry. This is your co-host Seth Whitaker, sitting down as always with Cohen Williams.
How we doing?
And guess who's in the house tonight?
Who is fucking back?
Mr. T-Bone.
Hello, bro.
Welcome
Hey, everybody.
back.
Hey, it feels good to be back, bro. You know, everybody out there has some work obligations. Long story short, got to make time for the boys this week. Catching up on some beers and memories.
Hell
right.
yeah.
So
About time.
Majorly beers.
major, yeah. Okay, cut him off.
So, no, guys, I don't think any of us really went out hunting. The last time Cohen and I record, it's been pretty hot and nasty.
Yeah, it's like fucking 78 degrees out right now.
Yeah.
It's hotter than hell out, dude.
Yep.
Been a couple times, but nothing remarkable.
No.
It's last night I was sitting in the climber, short sleeve shirt. I didn't even care enough to paint my arms all ghillies. I didn't. You know, I was like, either they're going to see me or not. But I'm sweating my ass off right now.
Right? We're
So-
we're like this weather right now is what typical opening weekend of bow season's like every freaking year, dude.
It is.
You know?
That's the plot of 2020, boys.
I know.
We're gonna
It's-
switch
it's-
everything around.
It's
right.
2020 for sure. It started out freaking fire ass perfect.
Right?
I almost said hot, and then I was like, no.
I mean, that's yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't know how to take that one, but yeah, it started. It started out good, and then it got hot on us. But it looks like I think Wednesday's supposed to cool back down again before
Really?
gun season.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
now.
now. You know, this coming week, and we're recording on Sunday, everybody, just so you know. It's looking like then Monday, Tuesday, 70s, low of 50-ish at night. Yeah, starting Wednesday, Thursday, it's going to drop down to like the mid 50s, and it's going to get down to about 37 degrees on average. It looks like for the rest of the week, so it might be a good morning hunt week.
Yeah.
Leading up to you know, firearm. But that's the thing though, even though bucks are still chasing, it's going to be great morning hunts. Are you still wanting to kind of risk that as far as putting pressure on your woods right before firearm?
I don't know, dude. I think we're to the point now where if there's not, which I don't think, I'm not pressured here at all.
Mhm.
I haven't been out a whole lot, but I think it's kind of like 6 of one, half dozen to the other. Because if there's not pressure, I wouldn't be worried about it because there's gonna be every asshole shooting a gun somewhere,
Yeah.
you know. So deer are already gonna be kind of skittish the way it is. I don't think you're hurting anything,
I mean, right now it's rut. Even
Yeah.
though it's hot, they're still doing it at night.
right?
So it's rut. So it doesn't. Once rut comes in, it doesn't matter what you do. The bucks are chasing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But this week especially, you got your gun hunters coming in, checking their stands, hanging their stands, moving their stands. So you got that pressure. Plus, people are out shooting sight. And I mean, heck, I heard gunshots all weekend.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you
being
hear
at
them
home.
just when we're getting set up here. There's a ton of them already.
Right.
You know.
So people are going to be shooting their guns in and out of the woods, checking cameras, the whole thing. So it doesn't really matter at this point because come Saturday morning, the deer are going to be running for their lives.
Right.
Oh yeah,
They are.
Every little person out there, yeah, coming in the woods early, late. You're gonna see everybody. Hey, Indiana, you know you're gonna see some hunters at Casey's before first
Oh, yeah.
light.
It's like a parade, like Saturday morning. You'll be like on 59, however you go to your hunting,
Yeah.
wherever your hunting spot's at. You always see, everybody who's the hunter is,
Right.
because they're all in trucks with has 4-wheelers on them or something, and they're all going down the same way, like in a single file, and then one by one they turn off to their woods.
right.
It's like a
Yep.
national holiday.
You go to Casey's, you're gonna see one or two, and you're like, "Hey, good luck," and they're gonna be like, "Good luck to you too." You know, this is how it is. Whether they got a breakfast pizza, some donuts, or some chocolate milk, who knows? But you know, you're gonna see 100 at Casey's. You're gonna see me. I love donuts.
Yeah. Well, we know.
Well, that
But no, dude, it's kind of funny now because like I'll go to the gas station or something on the way back. Let's say how my grandma's or down with you.
Mhm.
On the way back, I'll stop at the gas station, get something to wet the whistle, and I'm still in camo, and everybody's looking at me like, "What's fucking weirdo doing?" But here this next coming weekend, it's gonna be the normal,
Civil War.
right, dude?
It sounds like it, honestly.
Yeah.
We ain't getting political, boys.
No.
we
No.
made that pact. We're not
Yeah.
getting political.
No.
Even though we can tie our shoes faster than Nevada can count votes.
Yeah. But no, it's like it is a civil war though. Like starting off on Saturdays because it's like it's the calm. Friday night is the calm before the
Oh,
storm.
yeah.
That's what me
Right.
and my dad always say. It's,
Yeah.
it's quiet. So it's been bow season. Just easy go lucky. You have your deer patterned. You're watching your scent. All the bow hunters are doing their thing, and then it's Saturday morning. It's just
Just fucking chaos
It
erupts,
is.
dude.
crazy.
And the thing that bugs you is say first light's at 6 o'clock, right? You're in your stand at 5, pitch black, dark, no moon. You're still going to hear a shot.
Oh yeah, you always have that.
You
one
will
guy.
hear a shot, and you're like, how did they even see that deer?
I don't know why
Like,
at the end of their gun.
and like you're like, you start looking, you're like, you put your scope up, and you're like, could I see that? No, I couldn't see that.
Right. Well, you always have that guy that shoots at dark, and you're like, how in the hell?
Yeah.
Then you have the guy just like has like a machine gun. It sounds like.
Yeah. It's like, are you shooting at a whole herd of deer, or what the fuck are you doing, bud?
Right.
I'm
exactly.
willing to bet that's probably like somebody's wife that's mad that they're hunting, so she went outside and poof, poof,
Oh, I
poof, with
wouldn't
the
mind for
pump
sure.
action.
Sometimes I think what it is.
just to scare him off of her husband.
Sometimes I honestly think what it is like, because I've been that guy. You're sitting in this deer stand and you're not seeing shit, but you hear that guy shoot, that guy shoot. It's like bang, 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 bang. And like you hear like 100 shots in a matter of 30 minutes all around you, but you don't see a damn thing. And you're like, where's my deer?
Right.
They're everywhere but me.
Yeah.
So, I don't shoot or anything, but I always think that maybe there's that one guy's like, when everybody else is shooting, I want them to think I'm in the deer.
I just want.
They just shoot
I'm
in
just
the
going
air.
to throw lead.
Yeah.
And just real fast, folks. When Seth was doing all those bangs, just for a mental picture, he was also pointing at different directions of the garage. We talk with our hands,
Dude,
okay?
we do need to get like a GoPro set up.
We're
I've got
going to.
one. We need to get one, put it like on the gun safe right there.
That would
Right.
be
Just
that'd be
aim it right over
nice.
here.
If you got
Yeah.
one, we need to because we are on YouTube now,
Yeah.
which it's kind of boring. We have our podcast going, but it's just our solid logo picture
Right.
the whole time.
Mm.
Yeah, I
So
think it'd be fucking hilarious to
Yeah.
see.
Is it like bounce around the screen,
No, it
like
just sits
the
there.
like the old Microsoft
Oh,
thing?
like the screensavers.
Yeah, and you're like, is it ever going to hit like the
corner.
corner? Is it ever going to hit the corner? And it never does.
Yeah, that's so yeah, we need to get that going too. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
we'll have to get on that.
That would
But,
help to.
Yeah, I know you guys are gonna be putting the bows away here this weekend.
Yeah.
You're not.
I'm not. I'm gonna hold strong as long as I can before I've just absolutely had enough, and then I'll break out the gun and
That's a bold move, Cotton.
I mean,
We'll see how it plays out.
fuck it.
Well, I give it the
I
morning.
give it like the morning 2 fucking minutes in the stand.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a deer like just out of bow range. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Mark. Honestly, watch our phones. Saturday morning, we'll see Kellen cussing at us. That's it. And then that evening, here comes the gun.
We'll see. I'm gonna try to hold strong,
Oh yeah.
but
So yeah, real fast. This kind of goes into with firearm season coming up. Is like I want to bring up the stat, like obviously the updated harvest count for the
Which
state
we've
of
slacked
Indiana.
on the past 2 times.
I
so.
know.
And I'm kind of glad you guys suck because I like doing it.
I was about to say that's
I
what
like
Tanner's-
numbers.
That's Tanner's
I'm a
jam.
huge
It
nerd
is.
out there, everybody. So,
Yeah, he is.
anyways, and I really find this interesting. And
You might have to get a little closer to your mic, just a
this
little
is a smidge,
bit. Just a little
just like the nose, like this
Well,
the
now he
tip,
sounds loud.
just the tip.
Uh,
Okay. Well, anyways, I'll just talk in a deeper Denzel Washington like voice. So,
bit.
anyways,
I need to
hey,
get closer.
yeah.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right,
know
all
why I
right,
was
we're are we good now?
I think we're good.
Everybody's
Yeah.
closer. I feel
We're
like my
good.
nose is touching. Anyways, so if we recall to the very first episode in 2015, in the last 5 years, 2015 had the most deer harvested in the state of Indiana. That was 124,000. Okay.
Hmm.
As of now, we're only 300 behind that number.
Really?
As far as the tracking purposes, we're not at 124,000. We're actually at 27,000. But at this time in 2015, it was 27,471. We're at 27,121. Okay. Now, what's interesting about that is remember, last year only 114,000 was harvested, so 10,000 less last year, and
Which-
we're already on record to beat that.
right. Which last year was major blue tongue.
Exactly.
Going on.
Yeah.
Huge.
So, with that being said, we're on record. hunting is very popular these days,
Mhm.
and we're going straight into a firearm season.
Yeah, especially when everybody got nothing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do you guys? I mean, looking at that, I mean, you think we're going to beat that 2015? We don't. I mean, we talked about a couple diseases, but we're not really seeing a whole bunch of strong reports.
Mm-mm. I've seen maybe a few. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing crazy though. I haven't seen a ton like last year, but
And it is the rebound year, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, after a big disease year, you see the rebound. So maybe we're gonna hit that 124 this year.
we'll see.
It'd be interesting.
We'll see, I guess.
That's
I
a lot
mean,
of deer.
depends on how many people are going against it. I'm sure, dude. We've seen a lot of people with bow. I bet there is going to be a shitload of people for gun season.
Oh, I'm sure.
New
Oh,
people
yeah.
coming in. Oh
Yeah.
my god. And that's kind of another thing that kind of frightens me with the rifles being allowed now in Indiana. There's no worse feeling than just sitting in your tree somewhere and you hear shots cracking off, and I'm just like, where the fuck's this guy shooting at? And I hope it's not towards me.
Right. But I mean, what, we've had it for 3 years? 4 years?
2016.
Okay.
I looked it up earlier. I was curious.
Okay. Yeah. 2016, that law's been in effect. So now, I mean, I've seen maybe 2 reports of something like that happening since it's been.
Side, yeah.
Yeah. But
But
it hasn't been as bad as I was
But-
expecting.
It only needs one time.
look,
Yes.
look at all the dipshits out this year already.
True. True.
I mean, I'm just
You
saying.
know, and just real quick,
Hit me with it.
I don't think it starts with how you learn.
Yeah,
That's how people get that way. That tells you that they didn't get taught the right way.
right.
So I don't know, because the past 2 weeks we kind of
Bitched.
Oh yes,
Yeah, we-
yes.
but
I'm gonna be
hold on.
rude.
Hold on, but I mean, this past 2 weeks we kind of shit on people, which that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But
It's like my favorite pastime. dude.
in their defense, it all comes down to they weren't taught the right way. Which, if you're listening to this, teach them the right way. If you're taking kids, just teach them. It's not. I mean, or if you don't know enough, find someone that does.
Right.
Three
Tanner,
things.
Let's hear your
3
bitching on
things.
it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
3 things.
As
As long as you hunt legally, ethically, and safely, I don't care what platform you use. Compound, recurve, crossbow, which you guys are harping on last week,
yes.
long rifle, handgun, shotgun, it doesn't matter as long as it's legal. Okay. And yeah, you guys are hitting, and everybody out there who's listening, don't let these 2 silly guys, this is their opinion on the crossbow. If you want to use a crossbow and you're going to do those 3 things legally, ethically, and safely, do it. Because they don't want to tell you, but they both use rifles in firearm season.
Excuse
Because I
me.
asked you this earlier in the week. I did. I was curious. I use a shotgun. So, okay, this is how I look at it, right? I bought a crossbow this year because I wanted a little bit more range,
Okay.
a little bit more accuracy, right? That's why I'm using a crossbow, and you guys are using your compounds, right?
Right.
When it comes to firearm, I can kind of like turn around the same argument against you guys. I
You
use a
could.
shotgun,
Touche.
You could.
and you guys are using a rifle for what? More range and better accuracy.
Touche.
So,
I'm a fucking
Is-
sniper the way it
is-
is, dude.
okay, Chris Kyle. So as long as you're doing the right thing, I don't think it cares what platform. I mean, obviously, like, yeah, you could say it brings in, bad sport into it, but I could say rifles do the same thing because you
I don't
sight a
disagree.
rifle in at 150 and you got the trophy buck of a lifetime at 200, and you don't practice, you're not compensating for a crosswind or something like that. There's going to be people out there, crossbow hunters or compound hunters or not, that are going to take that shot and they're going to wound that animal and not make an ethical kill. So that's just my argument. It's like, no matter what platform you're using, as long as you're doing those 3 things, it shouldn't matter.
Touche.
Tanner, I'm gonna just go ahead on a limb and say this. I don't like when you bring logic into things because then it takes away from me being able to bitch about it.
Right.
So,
And we did.
And I will say, crossbow hunters who were posting this Facebook, they definitely gave all the crossbow hunters a black eye this year.
yeah.
I will agree with that. But as I said,
And not to keep ranting about crossbows, because we don't want to bore you guys with that. We told Tanner, since he wasn't here the past 2 weeks, that he had a chance to defend them. So we were giving him his piece, but he
and
makes
I
a
think
good point.
I think I just defended that in 1 minute to
You
your
did.
guys' 30 minutes of bitching last week.
And I'll bitch again next week. I mean,
We'll keep bitching, but you make a point.
so I said I don't like your logic because then it takes away from my bitching.
Oh,
You know,
I'm sorry.
you using my minutes for logic that I could be using to bitch.
But in our defense, we did say it was a hunter ethic problem.
We did.
Yes, we bitched about
Yeah,
crossbows.
yeah, but you were categorizing crossbow hunters into a bad hunter category is what you were doing.
true.
So
Ye-
so your argument your defense of hunter's etiquette is kind of
Listen,
invalid.
Okay, Dad.
Listen,
I'm
do you
sorry.
do you remember last time we had a court between the three of
Oh, we're
us?
not going to no.
we
do
need
we
a
need to go
campfire
there?
and a stick.
Do we need to go there?
Well, Seth's been married since me, and he wasn't put on trial either.
We haven't
so-
had his shangbang, whatever you want to call it, yet.
Yeah, when are we gonna have that, Seth?
Wait, what?
When's
When are
your...
when are we gonna have the kegerator
Oh,
for you, and we put you on trial?
oh. I guess I need to get on that, don't I?
I
Yeah,
think
no
you
shit.
do.
It'll have to be after deer season.
Well, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. Don't be like some asshole and get married in the middle of deer season.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess I'll throw some more logic. It was the 6th, so it wasn't the middle. It was
Okay.
6
True.
days in.
He hasn't again, there he goes.
Facts, people. Facts. You gotta look at the facts. Nevada slow is counting. Anyways, but yeah, it feels good to be back. Shit talking with the boys.
Definitely.
A little bit of.
Hey, you missed one thing, bud.
Oh,
You missed
oh,
the
What are we
okay.
the,
drinking?
the
The-
one thing
oh.
you're most excited about.
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm most excited. I'm most excited about drinking beers with my boys. But so everybody, we'll take a quick intermission as far as talking about deer hunting. Beer of the week. Now, this week, I was like, Cohen, he kind of complained about the, IPA tasting like skunked beer in the back of a hood of a car for like
I did.
8,000 years, whatever.
I did.
And next week, we're going to go with something that Seth likes, one of his personal favorites.
I can't wait.
But this week I was like, I'll try to get some type of, beer for Cohen since he's not there yet maturity wise.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So I went with the old golfer's beer. And I hope people out there know what I mean when I say golfer's beer before I say it, but the old Michelob Ultra. I swear, front 9, back 9, you need a Michelob Ultra when you're in your
I'll
I
go
don't-
ahead and say like I'm kind of not and you know how I am. I'm just gonna bitch about it no matter what. But
we know.
honestly, like the taste isn't god awful. I mean,
No.
this wouldn't be something that I would buy at the store, but
Mhm.
I will say it is very light, not super like you don't get that super carbonated feeling.
Right.
Well, I mean,
off
it's
of it.
only
It does
95
definitely
calories.
taste like beer.
Yeah, I mean it tastes like beer, that's for
Right.
sure.
I mean, like, but you know how like I like Bud Light.
It
But
almost
sometimes
tastes
Bud
like-
Light is too watery.
Yeah,
You can't taste the beer.
yeah.
This you can.
This almost like, and I know I'm gonna get so much fucking shade off of saying this right now, but I'm gonna say it anyhow. This almost tastes like a slightly watered down Corona, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I don't know. I've had a couple Coronas in my life.
Well, you know
and-
how the Corona kind of has that like, I don't want to call it like a skunky taste to it, more like a hoppy taste, I should say.
No.
You don't know, never.
No,
You're
I know
fucking-
the taste you're talking about, but it's not hoppy. That's not what a hop
What would you
tastes
call
like.
it then?
That is a Mexican beer.
Is this a
Me-
Mexican beer?
no,
Because
this
this has
is
the
American.
same fucking taste.
Oh my gosh. You think a Corona and a Michelob Ultra taste the same?
Not the exact same. I said
Similar?
similar, watered down.
Okay.
The only
Well, this is 95 calories, and this is
Oh,
something
thank
that
God. Oh, 'cause
you
I gotta watch
probably
that.
need to
you are
get
gonna
on
have to
these.
yes
I probably need to get on these.
transition because
I need to really watch my
I don't
calories.
know if Jessica's been saying something. Oh. Seth, you're naturally skinny like your dad. Dude, you won't.
I
weigh-
need the calories.
we know, but you won't ever gain weight.
No, I like Michelob. I haven't had it for a while, but when I used to drink it, it gave me headaches a lot. I don't know why.
Oh,
I think
really?
it's because it's less carbs. It's like all in the balance.
Yeah.
Tanner, since you're like the beer connoisseur, you know some beers will give you headaches, some won't. Obviously, depending on how much you drink of it,
Mhm.
plays a big factor. What ingredient in it, whether it's lacking or more of, gives you the hangover feel?
I honestly
know?
can't answer that.
What?
I really don't know. I
I
guess
thought-
I guess if I just woke up in the morning after drinking 12 Michelob Ultras and I had a headache, I'd be like, well, fuck, I'm not gonna drink 12 Michelob
No.
Ultras anymore.
No, but I would drink like one, maybe two, and get a headache.
I honestly, it probably, and I have heard people say Michelob Ultra has given them a headache before, so it has to do with maybe, like I said, all in the balance of like the light calories, the light carbs with the yeast. I don't know,
I'm just
whatever the
curious
heck's
as to
in
what
it.
they.
You know
for
what,
that
Cohen?
instance,
I'm gonna have that answer next week.
Where's
Thank
it
you.
made?
China,
Is that
America,
Michigan? No, St. Louis.
China.
yeah, it's Anheuser, bro.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Huh,
I was
I
just
don't know.
curious because obviously, if it's got stuff cut out to make the 0 what the fuck? What did we say?
Euro
0 calorie, whatever.
95.
Yeah, whatever. It's missing something.
I
So,
do-
Yes,
I do want to
exactly.
say I'm drinking a Michelob out of a Coors koozie.
I mean, if the shoe fits,
It does fit.
if the boot fits.
If the boot fits.
You know, I do appreciate a nice koozie. Obviously when I'm not drinking a beer out of a glass, but as Alec Kokenauer once told me, he's like, you know what? You shouldn't have to worry about it being too cold. You should drink it that fast.
That guy
It's all the
slams 'em.
speed. So you know what? It kind of makes sense. Just faster you drink it, the less it's gonna get cold.
That guy
Warm.
does slam him. He
He
does.
does.
He don't play no games, dude.
No games.
I always tell Jessica, like, I'll open a beer or whatever. It don't have to be a beer. It could be like food or something. Like, for instance, I'll tell her all the time, hurry up, you got to drink that beer before it gets cold. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's already cold. Just got to start doing that. You got to start throwing those little curveballs in there, dude.
We might have to put Alec on the show one time
Oh,
just
yeah.
so we can see how many beers he drinks in the show.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
I'd love to
oh.
get him in or just get him shit housed.
Oh man,
Lexi would be so pissed.
that's the point.
I don't think Alec ever's listened to this. I'll call him tonight and be like, hey,
Hey.
Listen to it.
You gotta listen.
listen to this first and foremost. Secondly, you better have your fucking ass here on this podcast getting trashed just to see how you can do.
We'll
we
set
did-
up the old DD and everything.
Yeah, we did say we were going to start having people on the show though too.
I know we've been trying to,
Which
keep
I have a
doing
couple
it, and
people. I know you have one or two.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a couple.
It's a fucking whole bunch of people, dude. We'll just get like 100 microphones and just plug them all in at once.
Yeah, and then
Be
you won't
just
hear nothing.
just a total clusterfuck, dude. That's what we need. Yeah,
We
we need to get on that.
We have enough issues trying to get 3 to work.
Oh,
Let's-
okay.
I know, dude.
So I swear to goodness,
I swear to God.
if this doesn't sound any better, I quit.
Cohen's gonna choke. He's choking on his beer.
I was so
Oh,
frustrated. I
man.
about threw this computer out the freaking driveway. First off,
Literally, the
Toshida.
words were
well, I think everybody knows that listens to this. We struggle with sound quality. We have the equipment,
We're hot. We're cold. We're like the Katy Perry song.
but we
Right.
we went out and bought expensive equipment. So I know their equipment's good. It was my dumbass that didn't know how to use it.
yeah, and you're on your own because I am stupid with
well,
technology, dude.
and
So
so
same.
Cohen
Call of
and I-
Duty I can do, but not this.
yeah, that's about it.
well, last week Cohen and I got close. Besides, Cohen was a little quiet.
And that
that
could
was
have been
no
with
big deal.
me leaning back and being
Yeah.
an idiot, drunk and whatnot. Yeah.
So
Having a
that's
good
no
time.
big deal.
Yeah.
It was throwing a third mic because how it all works, it's like channels and stuff. It's difficult. So then I got that where I can hear everybody talk, but then we couldn't get it on the recording. Long story short, I figured it out. So I don't know what to tell you after this.
Yeah. If it sounds like shit after this, it's just gonna have to keep sounding
It's
like
gonna
shit.
it's gonna sound like shit.
I mean, I think at this point they're either invested or not. Like they're listening. Like our family and friends are listening to support this like pipe dream of ours. Like
Just
either
to
gonna
support
it is
them,
never going to
feel
take
good.
off, and they're like, we'll give them
They
we'll
just
give them
feel
the
bad
20
for
views
us,
they need to
you know?
so they don't off themselves.
Be
I
like-
don't know.
Be like me trying to play basketball, just a total disaster. But your family still shows up to support you.
Yeah.
Yeah, know you're trash. You know what I mean?
Well, it's saying we have an estimated audience of 39.
Hey, did anybody?
Well,
ever,
yeah. Let's just bump that down to 38 because I listen to it after we record it.
No. That's not listens. That's actually they estimate the different people that's actually listen to it regular.
So that's the average.
regularly.
Yeah,
We
that's an
average.
average.
Okay, so bump
Not-
it down one because my average is every week.
Okay.
Fair enough. I mean,
I
I'll
know
give it to
Cohen
you.
listens to it once. Do you listen to it?
God
like on
damn
your
it,
way?
Tanner! We're trying to get those good numbers on here. Okay, for fuck's
That's
sake.
not including YouTube
Hey,
and
hey.
some of the other ones.
It's not 4:00 in the morning after the election. Okay,
right, dude.
bump those numbers up, Ricky.
We keep Tanner's like, we're not gonna get political. We're gonna get political."
Hey,
Oh, you gotta have a
he's-
little bit of joking
he's
about.
mentioned fucking Nevada 3 times.
hey guys, I magically found 100 more views.
Yeah, I definitely didn't put it on repeat in my bathroom all night. You know?
Well, you need to find us some fucking hidden views, dude, somewhere.
I know.
But hey,
we'll
did
get there.
anybody hit you up or anything with the end of our last week's episode?
Last time I checked, no.
Oh fuck!
What a surprise.
Right?
I have to look though.
Did
I
you
don't
listen
know.
fully? Did you even listen to the whole episode?
No,
Yeah,
we
listen.
Did you hear the end of it
Okay, I guess I didn't say. Yes, I did.
with the sticker?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What was it? What you have to do?
Okay, I can't remember.
Exactly.
I can't. Okay, sorry, I can't remember your word for word verbatim. I watched it 5 days ago.
Well, he must not care about our own stickers.
He doesn't care.
I know you said something about who cares? Who cares? I remember
I
you guys.
don't know. I'm not worried about. I'm saying we have free decals if you want them. I know.
Yeah.
I know
The free
there's-
one she keeps forgetting to bring
Yeah.
for us to have put on
Fuck,
our
we're
own
gonna be
trucks.
giving decals out. I don't even have one
Yeah.
yet, dude.
I know Kyle Withrow, which I can name drop him. He's cool with it. He wants one. Well, I'm giving him one. He said he wants to rep the brand, so that'd be cool.
Wait, he's the one that sent in the question, right?
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
bring him on.
We can do that.
Kyle.
Oh, actually,
Kyle. Message us your schedule next week.
that works.
We'll make something work, bud.
I'm down with that.
And actually, a little bit about him. He was telling me, so he used to bow hunt a lot, or hunt a lot, period. And between kids and just family stuff, he got out of it. So he went hunting today for the first time in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
attaboy.
So good luck to him.
Yeah,
Get out
good
there,
luck,
get it.
man.
Get out there and do better than I have. Oh fuck! Have you guys? Well, you haven't been yet, have you, Seth? Since we talked last,
Negative.
and you said you went. I haven't been either.
The wife and I've been to a couple times. We've seen them. Actually, a week ago today, or I'm sorry, a week ago yesterday. She had an 8-pointer out of range. A couple 4-pointers come underneath it. She took a shot and missed. Later found out she must have bumped the sight because her 10 was shooting 15 and she put the 10 on and she shot over, which makes sense.
Yeah.
She was a little upset and I was like, look, it's bow hunting is so mental. You can't let this get to you.
And that's what we talked about. I don't remember if it was 2 weeks ago or last. I don't even remember, but like we said on there, like even though hunting is like there's a physical aspect to it, my opinion, I think it's like 90% mental.
It is mental.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Just to keep your cool, your calm, correctly judge that or correctly remember the distance. Because buck comes in, you're not going to try to put your rangefinder on necessarily,
Right.
but you're gonna trust that you remember that distance on the tree. Pull back, obviously. Getting that sight picture, that alignment, everything situated. Slow, steady breath, pull back, whatever. Yeah, definitely mental.
the
And
checklist.
Yeah,
know?
the
and she,
checklist.
and she was, like I said, she was down the dumps. I'm like, it's okay. It happens. Everybody's missed a deer here and there.
Oh yeah, I
I
shot that one
So-
last year and shot
yeah.
right over his back.
So
I remember my first time when I really started getting out. I missed a lot, and
mhm.
like I said, I think I said this in the podcast a couple weeks ago or a week ago. There was a time I wanted to quit. I was so
Yeah.
upset
Yeah,
about it.
I
was like,
remember.
"Man,
I remember
suck."
that.
I was like, I suck, But the bad times is what makes you better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You learn from
Mhm.
them, or you at least should
Right.
learn from them. Know what you can and can't do, and then it goes. The more deer you kill, the more deer you get under your belt, the more comfortable you get. Because I remember, like, I see a fawn walk out.
About
I'm like
fall out of
losing my
stand.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's a deer. But the more deer you see, the more you get under your belt, you calm down. But it's it's not physical. Well, it is somewhat of a physical, but most of it's mystical.
Mystical.
It's mystical.
Holy crap! Not only do they have antlers, they have horns. I guess little
Mystical.
unicorns out there.
No, that's mental.
There you go.
There, got it.
That M word. Okay.
Yeah. But it's mental, and it is because not just remembering the yardages you ranged before, or your anchor points, or your stages you need to get to, or trying to keep yourself calm's half the battle.
Right. And that's kind of the
Mhm.
one thing I've noticed, especially this year. Last year, anytime a deer would walk out, I would still get a little nervous. But if like I've had several spikes, obviously I'm not shooting a spike this year unless it's like the last day, and I'm like, well, fuck it.
That's when he'll have his rifle, folks.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Headshot it, right?
Yeah.
Seth just had an aneurysm.
Hey,
But-
real quick, we're at 28 minutes, so
Okay, let's
get
take
us
a
to it.
break real
Yes.
fast.
Yeah, let's cut it
So everybody, hey, PP break. We're gonna
Hopefully
come
we-
back, and Cohen's gonna tell us a little bit about the dinner tonight.
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah.
All right, see
Hopefully,
you
we
soon.
won't get shot in the back this time.
No shit.
And we're back.
All right, well, we are we let the fluids loose, and now we're adding them back in our
What'd
body.
you say that one time? The
Drain the main vein.
the lizard.
Oh, I shook the dew off the lizard.
Oh boy! So
I heard my grandpa say it. I
That's a
don't know.
knee slapper right there, dude.
I got about
I did
10
that.
minutes, and I'm gonna have to bounce out of here. Got some dinner plans tonight with the old wife and everything, but don't worry, the boys are still gonna produce a
We'll-
fine show for you.
We'll keep it going.
I mean,
Yeah.
we were here for several hours prior to this, but Seth couldn't figure out.
But you know what?
I think we're good though now.
You got
The
some damn
voice.
good chicken legs out of it though.
Oh yes, and that's so Cohen, chicken legs.
Chicken
I
legs.
want seasoning, I want temperature, and I want how long you cooked them or
All
smoked them. I'm sorry.
What you cooked it in?
Well,
And what
Nope,
you're
the
talking
pit
about?
boss, right?
so we were originally going to do another pork butt, but I was like, no, we just had that. I've got like 4 of them in my freezer, so I gotta cook them soon, just because I want to, not because I have to. But so we were gonna do like burgers today. So I went to Kroger's shortly before everybody came over. I got some hamburger patties, and then I was cruising through the old meat section, just gathering in what was out there. Lo and behold, having a sale on chicken legs.
Ooh,
So I said, well, hell, that's what we're doing. We're doing chicken legs tonight. So picked up a pack of them. No, but smoked them on the old pit boss, just like, the pork butt and everything. That thing's like, you can cook pizzas in that thing, dude. It's like a 10-in-1 freaking wipe your ass too. It's great.
I definitely want one now.
Memorial
they're
Day,
sweet.
Memorial Day weekend 2021, Raccoon Lake Campground.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Look for the smell, and I know what I just said. Look for the smell.
It fucking smells so good you can see it.
Yes.
Yeah. That thing does smell damn good,
Oh
dude.
my
doesn't it?
god! As soon as I got out of my car and I pulled up, I was
Yeah.
like,
But no, I used I'd have to look at what the rib rub is called. I bought it at Kroger's. It's got some like wild looking dude in the front, and he's wearing a cool chef hat. It's about the best I can give you.
"Okay, fair enough."
But it's rib rub is what it is. And then on the back of it, it says best on pork, great on everything else. So I was like, what the fuck? We'll give it a try
on chicken,
on chicken.
I
What the
like
hell?
it. Hey, I've been there.
So we did it.
Beer can chicken, mango magic, Tennessee apple butter. Dude, I have 15 different dry ribs at home
Yeah.
for chicken legs for our smoker. Beer can chicken though, that's
I do
that's
like
a house
beer can
favorite.
chicken,
That's a
yeah,
house
I like
favorite.
What's
chicken
that
chicken.
one you let me borrow that one time? Like mesquite or something? Smoky?
Oh, well, I want to a smoky mesquite is something smoky mesquite, but I
But I used
can't remember the name brand right now. I'll put a picture of it on the Facebook. It's good.
yeah, I'll have to throw this shit up on there too,
Mhm.
just so everybody can try their hand at it, see what they got.
And I want to say a little shout out to Johnny T for it was like 2 weeks ago, but he we asked him to put up the St. Elmo's
Oh,
on the
yeah,
Smash
yeah.
Burgers, and he did. So
Did you know Johnny T is our they
Uh-huh.
like label top friends
Yep.
on the page? Johnny
Top
T.
fans. Yeah.
Fan, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
he's a good guy.
Johnny T and my cousin Jeremy.
And
might
it
be
wasn't.
the only 2 people that have ever interacted with it, but that's okay.
They're the ones that listen to it 15 times each to get us to 30.
Exactly. Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
No, but it wasn't even a half-ass picture either. Like it was a.
dude.
He put like the time.
Yeah.
The
I don't know.
Picture was nice.
I don't know if he was like that was just one he just happened to take, or if he was like, you know what, I'm doing smash burgers tonight, and I'm gonna send these boys the picture.
Well, I think he was camping. So he
Oh,
he
really?
already had the Blackstone out and everything. He's got his favorites as far as seasoning and whatnot. So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he was like, you know what? They made me hungry for my own smash burgers.
I mean, it happens, dude. It happens.
When they're good, they're good.
I mean, they weren't bad. They're pretty
So,
good. Pretty
Well,
quick.
you had mine. You haven't had his. Like I said,
Yeah.
he makes his a little smaller, cooks a little bit faster, but keeps more
Dude, I
grease
know at
in.
the campground when he made those chicken wings
Oh,
in that like
air
rotisserie-
fryer.
Yeah, it was air fryer. Oh
Uh-huh.
my god, dude.
Yep. Dude, he makes a mean pizza on the Blackstone now.
Really,
Oh yeah.
man. But yeah, we'll have to bring the pit boss up to the campground
Mm.
one weekend.
Oh yeah, when we're all camping, Johnny, we're gonna put you on the just sit down,
You're
drink
on
some
the back
beer,
burner, Johnny.
and we're gonna feed you tonight.
Let me treat you, JT. He's the man, dude. But back to the chicken wing or chicken legs we cooked. So
Oh.
you like that? Sounded good, didn't it? Almost as good as the chicken wang. Or goddamn, I keep seeing wangs.
I
I'm sorry.
know. Wang.
Chicken wang.
I'm over here feeding my face. That's why I'm quiet.
Yeah.
That's okay, dude.
Oh,
What you- what
we
you got-
really
what you got?
appreciate that. We don't want you to smack your lips on like Cohen was earlier.
I'm just gonna say those burgers are delicious.
They're pretty good, aren't
God,
they?
hey man,
And they're just cheap frozen ones. I
they're
mean,
good.
it wasn't like it was USDA fucking grass-fed beef or anything.
It wasn't USDA approved.
I don't think so.
China approved.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably have. I'll have the Rona now since it's probably made with fucking bat meat.
It was
Yeah.
worth it.
You know, I mean, hey, if it is
Mass
what it is, man.
distribution, it all blends together.
Yeah, but anywho, back to the chicken leg. that we smoked.
I appreciate you
legs.
saying leg. Yeah.
So when we did the pork butt 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I had just gotten a bunch of pellets for it, and I just happened to pick cherry up. Never used cherry before, so that's what the
Oh, I love cherry.
the pellets were cherry on
Mhm.
that, the chicken legs, and I think they're pretty damn good. But no, I cooked them at 225
Mhm.
for like, fuck, dude, I don't even know how long I cooked them for. Maybe like 2-3 hours, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do mine at 230 for 3 hours, and yeah,
Yeah.
I do love nice cherry.
Yeah, but I also did like right as they were about done. They still had a little cooking time left. I churned it up and then threw the burgers on with it. So I mean, I probably
Yeah.
speeded it up a little bit, but yeah,
Well,
we
they're
had a-
delicious, bro.
yeah, the fucking the grill kept the grease on those disgusting little burgers, dude, lighting on fire everywhere. I had to
So
squirt it
saying good,
out.
you're saying disgusting. They're frozen. Never go frozen, folks. Keep it fresh.
never frozen.
Keep it fresh and local.
Just like Wendy's.
Shout out to the
Right.
local farmers.
Right, dude.
Actually, in that, hey, I know somebody used to work at Wendy's.
They're
um,
fresh, never frozen.
They say never frozen. That's only because, and technically it isn't, but they keep it 1 degree above frozen.
Oh, those slimer efforts.
So it's still
really?
it's extremely cold, so where it gives them a little bit more shelf life,
wow.
but it's not labeled as frozen because it's 1 degree above it.
I feel like I've been lied to my whole life.
Now we're gonna get sued by Wendy's. So
I'm kind of pissed.
Yeah, I'm a little fired
That's
up.
why I go to Wendy's, because it's fucking good. And they said it was never frozen. I'm like, I'm actually getting something.
And you were lied to.
I'm lied to.
How does it make you feel?
Pissed.
I mean, think of it this way:
I'm gonna
how many
riot.
times do you see a Wendy's truck on the road, a semi, right, with supplies? Never. How many times do you see like McDonald's,
A
right?
lot.
So always McDonald's is like rotating their supply more than Wendy's. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just
But
saying.
how is Wendy's getting their always fresh, never frozen?
Exactly.
Because you don't see
It's
Wendy's
one-
because there's cows.
Wonder if they're rats they're finding in the alleyways.
Could be.
Well, if it's in Brazil, it's like that Chinese place over in the strip by Kroger.
Okay,
It's like
I'm gonna
in the
defend, I'm
90s.
gonna defend that place real quick.
In the 90s, they got caught dumpster diving. I'm just
Listen.
saying.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there. I've eaten in a lot of Chinese restaurants across the United States, and I will say the one in the plaza there in Brazil is the best I've had. Honest opinion. And the guy there, John, is super fucking nice too. Real nice guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
His name's John.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I don't think that's his real English name. Or his real Chinese name. I think it's his English name he made. Because you know that people do that when they come over to the United States? They just like get to choose their name that they want to be. Now you learned. You're welcome.
Hey, Cohen, I just noticed something.
What's up?
When you talk and look at Tanner and gaze into his eyes,
Yeah.
it's hard to hear you.
Oh fuck.
I do
So
have
is it better-
beautiful
I just
eyes.
won't look at Tanner.
You gotta like.
I have a
talk-
black shirt on, so
Get talk
my
right
eyes will
into the
show more
microphone.
green
I just
for
don't- I
anybody who
just don't-
cares.
I won't look at Tanner. I'll just look at you.
We don't care about Tanner's eyes.
No.
You gotta
Damn.
gaze.
Savages.
Stop,
People
bro.
might listen to this
I
like,
guess I
what
go have
fuck are these guys doing
best
right
friends.
Real quick,
They're talking trash about me.
real quick. About Nemo's dad.
Did you see that, Cohen?
now? You know,
You know where I was getting at though. Now do you do? Step bro.
he keeps saying that, but I guess I'm
I haven't seen Finding Nemo since it came out in like 2001.
yeah. Is that what that's off of?
Yeah, it's Nemo's dad. But
It's
no, when he posted that picture, and I was like, "Is that your sister?"
Oh, I
No.
seen that.
And I was like, "Your stepsister?" And Tanner was like, "You're married." Yeah.
No, okay. First of all, I didn't say it like that. I was like, "You're married."
Yeah, and I was like, "That's not where I'm getting at." Like,
I get what
"Step
you're
bro."
doing. I get what you're doing now, and I appreciate it. That's pretty fucking funny. Step, bro.
I was laughing.
No, that's one of our Call of Duty buddies out there. His name on Call of Duty is Nemo's dad. So that's kind of the
And I
background
guess
behind
don't
it.
people get kind of heated about it too? Like it's Marlin.
It's Marlon. Okay, I thought we like stopped watching Disney channels 15 years ago.
But then he just kills him because he's way better than all of us. So
Dude, he is pretty good.
If you want to win, pair up with Nemo's dad.
But I'll tell you what that son of a bitch does. I'll be
like
down.
tactically sound, he's not there, but like aim and everything, he's there.
I'll tell you what that motherfucker does. I'll be out there just like clapping cheeks.
It's not Area 51 code.
You know, and
Clapping cheeks is in when you're in the gulag.
when you say clapping cheeks, I think of some big booty hoe
Oh my
Twerking.
Big
god.
booty. Oh.
twerking.
Rabbit hole, bro. Rabbit hole.
Anywho.
That's what we do on this podcast.
Yeah, dude, the rabbit holes. Anywho, when I am out there taking the fight to the enemy or whatever, out there hard charging, killing 78,000 people in Warzone, and I get down because I'm fighting so hard, that motherfucker just leaves me.
Yeah, because there's no sense in reviving you because you're just gonna get downed again
That's
because you
bullshit.
suck. I think of everybody here, you have the lowest KD,
I
get
think
the least amount of wins.
I've got 3 wins, so fuck
Yeah,
off.
I got like 20 something.
Well, because you're a nerd. I have a 0.7 KD
I'm positive, so it's okay.
HIV.
No, hey,
Hey,
no man's behind, left alone.
no
Yeah.
man.
you
All
say-
right.
Did you say no
All
man's
right,
behind
yes.
left
I don't think
alone?
Seth knew what he said.
No, I knew exactly what I said.
All right. Hey, everybody. We're going to take a quick intermission. T-Bone's going to have to cut out early tonight. I do apologize because I just like entertaining. And I hope we're entertaining. I think we're having fun.
You're just leaving us.
Oh, my gosh. Here's the guilt trip.
Here
I'm
we
not
go
Brad Smith,
again.
okay? You don't need to guilt trip me into stuff,
Whoa,
all
he name
right?
dropped that time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, dude.
Anyways,
It's
hey,
Tebow.
everybody. It's been too long. I'm getting a new work schedule this upcoming week. So as soon as I get that panned out, I'll be back. And I'll be back loud as ever.
And sued now because you name dropped Brad.
Hey, if you remember, Seth owns 50% of this company. So
Whoa.
I only
whoa,
get sued
whoa.
25%. You get sued 25%. Seth gets sued the most. But you make the most money, so it's okay.
That's not how that works.
T-Bone out.
All right, now that everybody we're back, since Tanner bailed on us
Now that he's gone.
once again. Yeah, now that Tanner's going, name drop that motherfucker, dude. God damn.
Oh no, he had prior commitments, I guess.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
We're like
This was his prior commitment.
we're a side hoe.
That's
Pretty
no, we're not even. I wouldn't even say we're that. What's the word I'm looking for? Why do I do this all the time?
I don't know.
We're not even
we're
that
not a
highly
side
rated.
hoe? We're not his side.
We're not
bitch?
even good enough to be a side hoe.
Yeah.
We're like his.
Hooker.
Not even. Because he would pay us, and then we damn
That's
sure don't
true.
get that.
We damn sure don't get money.
Yeah, we're like his. Like, okay, I got one right here.
Mhm.
We're like the dog in the humane shelter that Tanner goes and sees every once in a while when he's walking through and just like kind of looks at us, but doesn't really like pet us.
Yeah.
And then goes to the next dog and pets the next dog.
Yeah.
We're the dog before him.
He's kind of the one like he only goes for the puppies.
Yeah, we're the old dog and
Yeah.
all
That
matted.
still needs love and has life
yeah,
in him.
dude.
He wants the puppy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. He's basically letting us get euthanized.
Yeah. Thanks, Tanner.
What the,
Fucking dick.
what the hell, dude?
I know.
Why are we friends with him?
I don't even know.
Me neither.
God.
God.
Shows up to one podcast and then
One podcast.
dips on us. Piece of shit.
I gotta go, guys. No, he's a good guy sometimes.
Yeah, just not today.
No.
So what can we get into that's gonna piss him off that he can try to defend himself?
Oh shoot. Well, crossbows. I don't want to keep hitting on that one. So.
Do you have a Blackstone?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you fucking weirdos.
No, dude, it's freaking nice.
Dude, I'm sorry if there ain't grill marks on something. There's a big issue.
Wait till you get it. Well, who knows?
Wait
you
till
need
I
to
get
get
a Blackstone. Ain't happening, dog. Ain't motherfucking
Get a.
happening.
I'm just saying. This is an ad. I'm gonna throw in here, even though we're not getting paid for it. Get a Blackstone flat iron grill. You will. Excuse me. You will not be. What's the word?
Disappointed.
Disappointed. Yeah, it's awesome. My wife now, she was my fiance at the time, but she got it for Christmas last year, and I used it. I haven't used my grill since I've got
That's
it.
ridiculous.
I love it.
Literally, like the grill, the good old fashioned barbecue grill is an American pastime. You know what I think of a Blackstone? When Tanner was like, "Oh, I got this Blackstone," like you're gonna cook a lot of fucking eggs on that thing.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
no,
about it.
but I mean you can cook everything, and it cooks evenly. And then if you really want to get crazy and frickin' be froggy, you can be like, like the hibachi grills, like stick it,
Ding, 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 ding,
chicken.
The only other good thing I could see with the Blackstone is like Philly cheesesteak.
The hell was that, dude?
What?
Did you not hear that?
No.
There was like an explosion.
Oh fuck, who knows, dude?
Oh, maybe you hit the table.
I-
It sounded like something exploded. I was like, we're going to war.
oh, well, I got the loadout. We're good, dude.
Let's go.
I got my loadout drop in the house. We're good.
Funny story, real quick. I was on Facebook the other day, and this mom's like, "Hey, Kevin, can you sweep the house, please?" He comes out with a paintball gun. He's sweeping the house. What the hell are you doing? I'm sweeping the house.
Jesus H Christ, dude.
Oh, that's good.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
People these days and their social media
I'll
posts.
tell you what,
It's
Facebook
ridiculous.
It's
Damn brainwashing all these kids now.
Yep. Liberals.
Right?
I named it liberals.
You did it.
I did it. I don't even care.
You don't give two shits.
Me neither.
I don't even gi-
I know you don't.
I really don't. Because you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, the next day,
What?
the day after that? Whoever's in running this country, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wake up at 5:30. I'm gonna eat breakfast, probably a Pop-Tart, take a shower. I'm gonna put my monkey suit on. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna come home and do a podcast, go deer hunting, or play Call of Duty.
Pretty
That's it.
much. That's our life.
Ain't fucking thing's gonna change. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, nothing's gonna change for me either.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna try to kill that booner this year.
dude.
I hope.
I know.
I can only wish.
I showed my one of my cousins last night. We went to his house,
Mhm.
and he's like, "You got any good deer on camera?" And I was like, "Yeah, we got a couple on camera." He's like, "Well, can I see one of them?" And I was like, "Sure." So I like showed him a couple here.
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh, them are nice deer." I was like, "You want to see a big fucking deer?" And I showed him one from your place, and he's like, "Where's that at?" I was like, "I ain't fucking telling you."
You better not.
Yeah. I said, "Oh, it's this address. Here's the GPS coordinates. I can tell you right where it stands at."
Yeah. I'll tell you how to get there.
Yeah.
Best way access it.
Yeah, he's like, that's a big fucking deer. God damn. Yeah, it's fucking big deer.
He's
Yeah.
still out there as of what, 2 weeks ago.
Hopefully.
So I'm
So s-
hoping I connect. We got him, a new one that showed up. It was just decent. And then I had some pictures for some back in the summer that we had some nice ones. It was a nice 9-point, but I haven't seen him yet. so,
Really?
Yeah, we'll see.
I kind of slacked off here. When I got those bucks with the stem that we hung
Mhm.
on that camera that I hung up there, I checked it a couple times, and then I pulled the card in it one night and got my stand to look through the card.
Mhm.
Well, when I got out, it was dark and I forgot to put the card back in.
Ooh.
And it was like 2-3 weeks before I finally got it back in. So I've had it soaking. It's probably been soaking for like 2 weeks now, and I haven't even looked at it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of hoping for a little change of pace on that stand at least. You
Right,
know, I
right.
know that they because on the north side here they had all the beans were still in.
Mhm.
They just took those out this week. They obviously took the corn out like a month ago, roughly. Maybe not quite a month. Maybe 2-3 weeks ago. But every morning on my way to work, I was seeing tons of deer in the bean fields on the
Mhm.
corner, on the edge of the bean fields, because I fucking hit one and then had 2-3 more run out in front of me. So I'm hoping with now that the food sources, like, you know, the beans or the crop fields are out,
Right.
I know they're gonna feed on them anyhow because pick up the excess shit.
Right.
But I'm kind of hoping that they kind of mosey on over to the oak patch that stands in.
Yep.
Because dude, there's still a shitload of acorns.
Oh yeah. I can't remember. I think you have a mixture of red and white oak.
Yeah.
Both.
Yep.
Which the red oak lasts longer, has I guess shelf life
Mhm.
longer than the white oaks. But yeah, I mean they'll be good for a while. So that's the thing. I mean, you take their food source, which is the corn and the beans out.
Right.
They got to eat.
Right.
So
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I mean, once they took the corn out, and I've only seen one deer in that field since we lived here,
Mhm.
and then they took the corn out, and it was like fucking deer everywhere. It's like, holy shit, dude.
oh yeah.
You know. So I've seen them a couple more times out there, but I'm kind of hoping that they kind of get tired of the cornfield, and then they're like, oh, I kind of want some acorns,
Mm.
and came over. But you know where we went the first time? When we first went into the woods, and you're like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
need to
yeah,
see
yeah.
if you can hang a stand here.
Yep.
So I came out that way the other day. It was hotter than hell out, and I hadn't seen anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna kind of slow. It was getting a little darker, and I got out before shooting light
Mhm.
because what I was gonna originally try to do was where I've been seeing the deer at in the field. I was gonna try to come up in the woods and get on the edge of that field and stand there behind a tree
Mhm.
where I've been seeing them at, in hopes that if they weren't there, that they were gonna come out, because they've been coming out like 15-20 minutes before shooting light ends, right? So I got out like 45 minutes before shooting light ended, and I was hoping that they would come out and I would already be set up right there.
All right.
You know, didn't play out like that. But when I came through up this away. Where we first like you was like we gotta put a stand there. Dude, we remember we had that conversation on this about like the rubs and the trees and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, there was this fucking tree. I could have sworn elk hit.
Really?
Dude, it was tore up. I was like, oh my God, dude. And it was fresh. It was
Mhm.
just, I mean, it had to have been a day or two old. So I took a climber out there and I put a climber 30, 40 yards away from where that rub's at. Now I know that the chances of him coming back and rubbing that exact same tree, probably not feasible, probably just ain't going to happen for me.
Right.
But, I seen a couple scrapes, a couple smaller rubs, and I seen that rub over there. They're all fresh. So obviously it tells me that they're there,
Yeah.
and they've got scrapes all up and down the field edge right there.
Well, that's the thing too, though. When you see a rub right now like that, that tells you that that's his territory.
Right.
And there was another buck that threatened him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking if it's a big enough tree where you think it was an elk, he's a giant.
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting at.
So there must be another sizable buck besides
Yep.
him in that same area
Right.
at one time at least. And he feels threatened because he tore the shit out. That's a dominant saying, like,
right.
oh yeah, you want to come watch me,
Right.
and I'll tear the tree up.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're in his territory, and
Yeah.
possibly there's another one there too.
That's what I'm hoping for. And obviously I don't know what buck made it. I've got an idea. If I had to guess, I would say it'd be, deer A, B, or C. I would say deer A, but who knows, dude? When his fall pattern changed, the one I would think it might be, he might be 2 miles down the road.
Right.
You never know.
Right. And
Fucking
especially,
mouse over there, dude.
is it really?
Yeah, I seen his little scary ass
Oh,
across. You see him?
Yeah.
Little piece of shit.
If you had a BB gun, it'd be perfect.
I got a pellet gun right in that safe right there, dude.
Nice.
I'm gonna light him on fire. But yeah. But anyhow, there's a good scrape line up the edge of the field there.
Mhm.
Tons and tons of tracks. When it rained, it got a little muddy out there, and there was just freaking hoof prints everywhere in that field, dude. So that's kind of why I posted up where I did, because I was kind of watching looking at all those tracks as I was coming down that field edge, and they were curving right around a cove. And I was like basically on the corner of that because they were coming into that cove corner, or that edge of that corner there, and then they were pushing out into the field. So I was thinking, if I sit where they're coming to, one, they're going to be broadside when they come by me, and they're going to kind of basically, as they would come, I guess, like almost like an angle towards me. Then we hit that point of that field, then they go out to the middle of it, but they would be like a perfect, broadside 20-yard freaking pop shot towards them. So that's what we're going to try to do. I mean, I'd like to kill one out of a stand, but if I got to get down and make a play on something, that's what we'll do.
Oh yeah, you gotta make it happen. That's where I'm at. I'm taking the gun out this week in open day gun season, so we'll see what Saturday and Sunday brings. I was talking to my dad today. I was like, okay, do I hold out, wait for the big one, or settle for something?
Right.
Now that's where I'm at. Well, once I drop the kids off, talking to the ex-wife, all that stuff, I end up getting next weekend where I can hunt too. So
Okay.
this opening day of gun season weekend, I'm gonna be picky.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens. I mean, obviously, if big boy walks out, duh.
Right.
But if borderline shooter, letting him go.
Mm-hmm.
Now the weekend after that, it's a little different story.
Right.
So I'm really hoping there's 2 spots that he's been showing up religiously. One in the back of the farm, and one in the front. I saw him the last time I saw him. I think we made a podcast about it actually. It was my deer camp time when I went to deer camp.
Yeah.
I ended up seeing him, my hit lister, and he was in the front chasing does. Well, how this farm, he'll be back in the back too. I mean, they're going to be all over, but he's still in the area. So, dude, I'm hoping him or, A buck or B buck shows up.
Right.
And even if C buck shows up, which is that 9 point, which I haven't seen all season since the summer. I'm hoping one of those shows up. Heck, even if it's just one I've never seen before and he's a shooter, I'll take him. But
right.
Dude, I want A buck so bad.
Right. I think I'm gonna be a little more picky this year.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I really would be happy just killing a doe this year. And if let's just say I don't kill a buck, I don't kill a buck.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to get some history with some of these deer here. Keep
Right.
seeing them on camera, watch them grow. And that way next season, because this season I had a little better idea because last year I was coming in blind. I didn't even have a ladder or hang on. I just had climber stands that I was using here because I
Mhm.
didn't know, I was moving around. This year, I had a lot of cameras up still, so I was kind of getting an idea of where they were at, but I was still kind of blind.
Right.
But I hope next season that hopefully I'll have this place locked down
Mhm.
where I've got an idea like this is where they're going, this is where I need to hunt, this is a morning stand, this is an evening stand, so on and so forth. This is good early season, this is good late season. So yeah, it's just like I said, I'm gonna be picky here.
Right.
I don't think that unless it's a shooter,
Mhm.
I don't think I'll shoot it this year here. Now I say that,
Right.
till it's the last day. But yeah, like my grandma's house, I've pretty much got that down pat. I think. It's a smaller property, so it's not like there's a ton of areas to go. And every time I've been in this stand, I've seen some deer. Whether it's close, far away, you name it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm really just focusing here on getting it figured out. That way I can start, growing some deer and getting some history of some of them and learn a little bit more.
Right.
So it's just it's unfortunate you can't just do it in 1 year.
Right.
You know what I mean? It takes 2, 3, 4, 5 years,
Mhm.
to finally get it down pat to where you want it to be. So
And I had a buddy ask me that same question because he asked how the season was turning out, and I showed him some pictures. He's like, "Dude, how do you get so many bucks that size? And you must have a really good property." It's like, dude. So we've been able to hunt this property for I've been 16, 15.
yeah.
I'm 28 now, so over 10 years.
hmm
Well, when we first got out there, you'd be lucky if you saw a buck. And this is, I think, 450 some acres. That's including a field. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of property out there. So you'd be lucky if you saw a buck. And so we started being picky and what we shot, what we didn't shoot. And then we started getting bucks, but they were all small. So we got to the point where, okay, we had a bunch of half racks out there at one point.
Really.
Yep. I don't know what it was, but so we started just shooting all the half racks out of there. I mean, legally,
Right.
but we shot the half racks out. So, there was times I went from no bucks to shooting little half racks to then we started getting decent, like 120, 130 bucks. And it was very tempting to shoot them half the time.
hmm
We let them walk. And you keep doing that and you keep doing that. Now we're sitting on a pretty good property now.
Right.
And we have nice bucks running around everywhere.
hmm
And it takes time. It really does take time.
Right.
But if you want mature, good looking deer, it's patience.
Right.
And you're gonna have to sometimes you're gonna eat tag soup.
hmm
Or you're gonna have to settle with a small one. Or or just shoot a doe.
Right. Definitely.
If you want meat.
Definitely. That's
But-
why I said this year I'm here. I like to be picky and one, get it figured out. Two, I do have some good deer here I've seen on camera. That is, I haven't seen a mature buck in the stand here yet.
Right.
I've seen them in the field, but I haven't seen one while I'm in my stand. I've seen a bunch of spikes. I've
Mhm.
seen a couple does. But yeah, that would be pretty cool to be in the stand here, and not knowing about the property and figuring it out, and then getting these mature bucks that are coming through
Mhm.
right where I want them to go to. So, like you said, it just takes time.
Right.
You
And
know.
that's when we got to the point too, which it feels good when you finally get there.
Right.
But we got to the point where, okay, we finally had one buck that was just giant a year. And that's exciting. Obviously, that was our hit list. We wanted killing.
Right.
But that wasn't good enough for us. We wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's me, my dad, my grandpa that hunt a lot, and my brother's starting to go with us a lot more. So there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
Now, we have other properties besides this one, but there's 4 of us that want a buck. So technically that's not enough. And why not have more than one mature big
Yeah, absolutely.
buck? So that wasn't good enough. So I mean, we're still passing the little ones and letting them, get bigger. And then, like I said, all of a sudden now this year, not all of a sudden, it's been like this for probably 4 or 5 years now, but we'll have 2 to 3 really nice bucks running around.
Yeah.
And this year's probably one of the best years I've seen so far out of the property. We have 3 to 4 definite shooters, 1 giant. The rest of them, I say shooters. I'm talking like really nice deer.
Yeah.
And then we have a crap ton. I've never seen so many 130s, 120s bucks running around. It's just like I've seen more bucks like that than does,
Really.
which is a good sign because people, even the surrounding properties, you only kill 1 buck.
Mm-hmm.
So even if 5 guys around there killed 1 buck, I've seen more than that, and they're different deer.
Yeah.
And just with my trail camera pictures too. So you say, and not everybody's going to tag out either. You know, to say that too. So you won't even probably get 5 deer out of that herd taken out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing too. So even if half of those make it, that's still half you're going to have next year that are that much bigger.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's a good sign to see. I like seeing that.
Right. You know, I think here next year as well. I really, really, really wanted to do it this year.
Mhm.
But just I didn't have the time, and I kind of got to it a little bit later, and I would have wanted to anyhow. But I think next year for sure I'm going to be putting in some food plots here.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm kind of trying to work off of the crop fields and the acorn patch that I've got. But I'd really like to put a food source out there for late season when the corn, corn and beans are gone, and when the acorns are not palatable anymore for them, they don't want them or whatever.
Right.
They've still got like turnips or radishes or whatever
Mhm.
I end up planting that they're hitting. So
And that's something we can talk about on a future episode, probably spring when food plots are going in. And I'm not going to get to it right now, but how big to make them, what to plant, because I've done that too. I do food plots, but I've learned a lot doing them too.
Mhm.
What I like, I use Big Time. I use Big Time all the time. That and then what's it called? Lucky Buck.
Yeah.
I use Lucky Buck and Big Time. So from I'd say spring, right before turkey season, I'll start feeding. And I feed all spring, all summer. I pull it 10 days before. And I think that's helped too, not just with antler growth, but keeping those deer coming.
Yeah.
And then, I feed right by my stand. So I have my stand locations. That's my stand locations every year. Usually we'll fine tune once in a while,
Yeah.
depending on what buck does what. But we have certain stands that are always good. But I'll feed close to them. Well, it's bringing those deer in there.
Right.
Right. They're already hot spots. But then if you feed by your stands, you're still bringing those deer in there. They form habits.
Mm-hmm.
You pull it 10 days before, make sure your soil's not contaminated of the mineral in the feed. Those deer shall come.
Right.
Because they've done that for so long. You make a deer do something for so long and there's no pressure, they feel comfortable.
Right.
It could be in the wide open.
Yep.
But if nothing messes with them, they're comfy.
They're good with it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
when we end up doing like a food plot episode, maybe in the early spring or something, when everybody's kind of getting ramped up. I know I keep talking about my cousin Jeremy, but he does a lot of food plots and stuff like that. So we'll have to get him in here, so we can all three just sit here and shoot the shit about putting shit in the ground.
Right.
Because I'll be honest with you, I am not a farmer.
I did like YouTube videos when I first started out.
Yeah.
I was like, how do I start a food plot? People are like, oh, get that throw and grow, and you can throw it in.
Dude, Tanner and I tried that.
It doesn't work.
No.
It's shit.
Yeah. That last year we tried that. And I remember I made the comment about the little buck that I like talked myself out of. And he was standing in that bare spot where we tried to do it. And it didn't work at all, dude.
If you're going to make a food plot, it's going to cost money.
Oh yeah,
Plain
for
simple.
sure.
So if you're thinking about doing a food plot, it's not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You got to buy actual seed. That's legit. You have fertilizer, and it takes time. And I'm talking, it'll be 100 degrees out when you're trying to plant this. It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes, but you got to pull your weeds. You got to till your ground a couple times, depending on where you're putting it. Make sure it has proper sun. Then you plant it. Then you got to fertilize it. Depending on the size, and I guess I'm touching on it more than I wanted to. But when I first started out, I was like, I'll make this small food plot. All right.
Yeah.
When it started growing, it was growing great and plush. But the deer, it was so small, the deer ate
just
it.
mowed it.
Yeah. It couldn't grow. They ate it too fast. So you have to make a big enough food plot that they're not going to kill it off.
Yeah.
That it has time to grow and catch up.
Mm-hmm.
And some people are like, oh, you can put a fence up. I'm not putting a fence up.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of the woods.
That's such a pain in the ass.
8-foot fence.
Yeah, dude.
no
sure.
way.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If the food plot that we attempted would have taken off. The way we did it, because I honestly didn't know the first thing about them. I just saw throw and grow and was like, "What? Let's take some weed killer and spray the ground, and then take a weed eater with one of those brush blades on it and beat the shit out of the ground and make it all, tear the soil up and throw it in there and call it a day." Even if if it would have grown, it would have been wiped out so
Yeah.
fast because it was small.
Right.
I mean, like the size of like the surrounding area we're sitting in right now, small. I mean, it's tiny. So, yeah, I mean, I got that giant field down there that I would like to do. Probably acre and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I plant yet, but that's another topic for another day, I suppose.
Right.
So we'll have to.
No, and actually, me and my dad were talking about this today. So we were talking about trail cameras.
Yeah.
So we have a trail camera for each stand, which is cool. We can see what's visiting that stand or in and around that stand.
Yeah.
But there's other places on the farm that maybe we've touched or hunted, but like years past,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe we haven't at all, just because we didn't think it was good. But what really opened my eyes this year was this big buck I'm after, Buck A, that big one. And he's kind of doing the same thing as some of the other big bucks we've shot in the past, as pattern-wise, where he's coming out of, where he's coming to.
Yeah.
But I've never paid close enough attention until this year. And I organized all my deer pictures, buck pictures, what picture took, times, dates, everything. And I basically mapped it all out. And it worked out to where I pretty much tracked where this buck was going on a certain day.
Yeah.
He came from this area and went to this area. On this day, he came from this area and went to this area. So he has two basic paths he'll take,
Mhm.
depending on the day or how he feels. And on one of the paths, I got it covered with stands. So I got point A, point B, and even a point C. On the other path, which is the one he takes the most, I only have one stand location. And that's on the very end, and he doesn't show up there till right at dark.
Yeah.
And I think we did this on a podcast one. I talked about when we were walking out. Or I saw him. I saw him that night, but it was right at dark, and then we walked out. So that was right at dark. So time he got to me was too dark. But that tells me that he was on his feet before that.
Right. Just gotta find out where he's at.
Right.
Before
And
that,
and that's I called you that night. We talked for an hour and a half or
Yeah.
something. I didn't want to walk in there and hang a stand and then bust him out of that spot.
Right.
That's where cameras come in. So next year, Dad and I have already decided we're buying at least 5 to 6 cameras,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna hang them in some a couple cameras will go in spots that we want to keep our eye on.
Mm-hmm.
A couple stands will go in some bedding areas, so we know exactly what buck uses what bedding area, and then like one camera, or if depending on what we have left, 1 or 2 cameras will just be in our back pocket. We'll hang on to. So when we run into an instance where there's this big buck, he's coming from this area, but we don't know exactly where. Instead of trampling in there and try to do foot scouting, or hang in a stand and you're really not 100% sure where he's coming from,
Right.
you can go stick a camera. And now if you're 60 yards off from the camera, then you can move the camera.
Right.
And then once you fine tune, okay, we're right on the area where he's coming through on this trail,
Mm-hmm.
then you can hang a stand.
Right.
So we're really the cameras are a tool that I think some people overlook, or they use just to see what they got.
Exactly.
But they do so much more. Yeah,
Mhm.
of course they see what kind of deer you got, but they also help if you pay attention to them. And there's this strategic plan or way to hang cameras too.
Mm-hmm.
If you have enough, you can pretty much map out a path that a big buck's taking,
Right.
from food source to bedding to water,
Mhm.
whatever. And that's also good too, because you can put multiple stand locations depending on the wind, the day, the temperature, the
Right.
time, so
Right. Now, what's your take on like cellular cameras?
they're good. So I was talking to a guy the other day. At one time they were very expensive.
Yeah.
So I could charge you a crap ton for each
Yep.
picture. I forget. I was someone at work. They use them and they love them because they don't have to. If they don't have time to go check, they can still get pictures. And second, they're not putting that much more scent out there, especially if it's in a bedding area.
Right.
You don't want to mess with that.
Right.
They love them, and it was like, I don't know, $5 or $10 a month, and you got so many pictures it would send to you.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't send them all, but then again, it's like you still have to check them though. Unless I don't know. I haven't really looked into too much of them.
I haven't either. I've been
But-
kind of fumbling around the idea with them. Because I do agree as far as intrusion goes. You know, you go in there one time and hang a cell camera. Granted, if you're going in and putting mineral down or feeding or this, that, or the other, you're going to be in there. But the closer it gets to season, you know, if you've got those cell cameras out there, you don't have to go out there and put your scent anywhere or do this, that, or the other. Unless you got to go in and make some adjustments to, you know, stands or what have you. But I know there's a lot of controversy these days with people using cellular cameras with, you know, what people think should be allowed, shouldn't be allowed, but you're going to have that with just about anything. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've been fumbling the idea around of getting a cell camera, trying it out. I just know some of the places that I hunt, it is an issue. What's he saying? Jeremy. Let me read that.
Yeah, read that out loud. Sorry.
Okay. It's funny because he just texted me too.
Did he
said,
really?
Are you guys still doing podcasts? And I was like, yeah, we're doing it right now. And he said, awesome. So back to old fucking Jeremy. Just because your birthday was yesterday, motherfucker, don't mean you're special. This son of a bitch message or was this on our page, I assume?
Yes, we have a minute though. real
Okay,
quick.
I'll make it quick. He comments, you guys need to do more shows. Get your shit together. Come on.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We're fucking recording one right now, Jeremy.
But
Happy
hey,
birthday to you,
we're at
buddy.
29 minutes. So we're going to get off here real quick, take another pee break,
Yeah.
and then we'll close her out.
Let's do it.
So, all right, guys, hang with us.
All right, we're back again. Dude, we're going to have to get in here and like find a way to be able to record like just nonstop.
I know.
So we don't have to keep fucking pausing and all that.
We
other
can do that. I
trash.
can download I think it's Audacity.
Oh, really?
We can just nonstop record.
Yeah.
But,
That'd
yeah.
be cool. I mean, this anchor's been pretty good to us. I can't bitch too much.
I can't either.
You
yeah.
know?
Right.
I think we should probably worry about getting our sound 100% before we start bitching about wanting to record.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds good now, but I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I know. We're like, we do these test recordings before, talk shit, and then it's like, oh, we sound fucking good, dude. And then we record it, and I don't know like what happens. We'll go on for an hour and a half, and then we'll play it. And we don't even play this shit. But it's not like one of them things where we do an hour and a half recording and we sit here for an hour and a half listening to it multiple times, trying to like, oh, let's cut this out, let's do this. No, we fucking record this and then we just post it.
There's nothing. There's no editing, nothing.
No.
It's just record, post.
Yeah. So we're like, we think we sound good prior to, you know, obviously we'll do some test recordings to make sure that, you know, the mics are adjusted properly or the sound, whatever, all that bullshit. But once we think it sounds good, then we literally just post it, you know,
You run with it.
and then we listen back to it the next, because I usually listen to them like on my way to work the next morning or something. And then I'm like, God damn, how did that happen? Like, how did I sound like I was in the background?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It sounded
right.
like other recording. What the fuck's going on here, dude?
And we'll text each other like we must listen to it close to the same time because then we'll
Yeah.
text each other. It sounds like shit.
I know.
You
And I'm
know,
like,
whatever.
I'll be like, Seth, you sound good. He's like, I sound like dog shit. I think you sound good. I'm like, I sound like I'm fucking 20 feet away. This sounds like shit. Why do we do this, man? This is fucking ridiculous.
And then I get back on Amazon and buy more shit.
Yeah, we're like 10 grand deep at this point. You know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
I know. But yeah, before everybody came here today, I fucking got a roll of duct tape and was like, we got so many. It looks like a rat's nest on our table
It's
last
so
week.
many cords and
It's just so many cords. And I took duct tape and like tried to tape them down and make them all nice. And I made some custom headphone holders too.
there's so much stuff that goes into this.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, not just you take the computer out of it. You've got your pop filters, your mics, you have to have the right cords.
The boom for the mic.
The boom, yeah, for the mic. And you have to have a mixer that's worth a shit because we went through 2 of those. We bought 2 and they were shitty. So then we had to spend more money to get a nicer one. And then you have to have ways to hook your headphones so everybody can hear what they're saying and talking about and we can hear each other. And you have to get good. It's just, then you have to have the software on the computer and you have to hook it all up. It's crazy.
And then
dude.
after that, you got to find a time to get together because we all work and do this, that, or the other. And it's deer season and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And then we had like, because when we first started this, the first couple episodes, we did the first one here in my house. And then the second one we did at Tanner's house. And we were like, you know, unpacking or packing everything up at the end of the night, taking it, you know, because everybody's got something that they own different. You know, Seth's got the mixers and some of the mics. I had a couple mics. I had a mixer, you know.
Mm.
So like packing all this shit up. and then taking it to what are we gonna do the podcast tonight? Oh, let's do it here. Let's do it here. And then finally we were like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Let's find a location to do it, which just happened. My garage just happened to be the place for it. We're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. The garage is insulated, so it's not so much echo. So we're like, fuck it. We're going to do it one place so we can set everything up and leave it so that we can just come in here, turn the computer on, and just start recording.
Mm-hmm.
But that hasn't quite worked for us yet because it's like we're still learning and this gets fucked up because, you know, in the beginning, we're like hooking 7 or 8 cords up to the computer to figure out how it works. And then we just stumbled across one cord that made it work. And then we get here this morning, we're like, oh, hell yeah, we're good to go. Like, it sounded decent last week. We just need to know we need to adjust my mic a little bit. And then
you throw a third mic in it and it changes everything.
Yeah, so then it runs off of like mic 1 and 2 as a group and then 3 and 4 as a group. Well, when you try to do 1 and 2 plus 3, it wasn't working for us. And we're like, are you fucking kidding me? So fingers crossed, next time we record, we can come in here, hook the and my Wi-Fi took a shit on us too.
Yeah. Then it couldn't upload anything. So we've been fighting it hard, but we're still trying for you guys.
Yeah. So hopefully next week we can just come in here and get it. Just turn the computer on and just start recording, dude.
Yeah. And I'm leaving the computer here. I don't care all that.
Whatever. You can leave it. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Nobody comes in here but me.
Good.
I put my lawnmower in here. That's all I'm doing tonight.
Okay.
I mean, it is what it is.
That works.
But
no, I mean, we're getting close. I know it's over an hour and a half now.
I know.
But
not that anybody listens this far anyhow.
Right. Obviously they don't because they didn't want a free decal. Whatever, their loss.
If I listen, can I comment and share and get my fucking decal?
Yeah, I still got to remember to bring them. But no, like I said, we got opening day gun season, so it's like a national holiday.
I agree.
I say national.
It's like Christmas, dude.
State holiday. It is like Christmas.
You know?
I know everybody and their brothers at work's been chirping up a storm about it.
Yeah.
It's been blood and gut stories for the past week. So
right.
This week's going to be interesting. It's also going to go slow.
Oh, yeah. No, not for me because I'm still bow hunting.
Well, yeah. But you never know.
But it kind of sucks for me, too, with, Christmas season picking up. Work gets busy.
Yeah.
And now that it's getting dark earlier because, fucking daylight savings was such a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
If I get off at 4:30, I've got a 30-minute drive home, so it's 5 o'clock. Sunsets at 5:45.
You're done.
Yep. I've got 45 minutes basically, because I get home at 5 o'clock doesn't mean I'm in the stand at 5 o'clock.
Right.
I might get out there 5:15 if I'm lucky.
And it's too late.
It's like it's not even worth going out to the woods and putting pressure on there, burning the stand out.
Right.
So that is pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. That I like tell my people at work, I'm like, all right. So today we're gonna get done a little bit earlier so that Cohen can go deer hunting. And they're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, right.
Like, you want us to work harder so you can go deer hunting? Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Well, it's much appreciated. We'll have a pizza party. Thank you.
But no, yeah. Good luck to everybody that's going gun hunting this Saturday. Yeah, Saturday.
It's crazy. It's already here, dude.
I know.
I literally feel like I remember when we drove home from vacation in July.
Mm-hmm.
We were like just talking about bow season. It felt like it was so far away, and we were so excited. And we were just talking about different things. I mean, it was like a 4-hour talk.
Right.
We could do this all night.
Yep.
And we just talked so long, and it felt like it was so far away. And then opening day hit, and it was like, holy shit, it's here. We're pumped up, ready to go. And I haven't hunted nearly as much as I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's already fucking gun season coming up. And I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Before we know it, we're going to be talking about turkey season coming up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It goes fast. And I'm excited. This time of the year is fun. I mean,
it needs to cool off.
It does need to cool off, which Wednesday it will, I think.
God, I hope.
Thursday. But, we got gun season. Hopefully we can tag out. Hopefully everybody can tag out and have a good gun season, safe gun season.
Absolutely.
But then I go straight into coyote hunting at night. Rabbit hunting's fun. We trap.
Mm-hmm.
So the wintertime's fun for me. And then about the time that's done, you're looking at spring. So you're fishing now and turkey hunting. And then summer hits and there's fishing.
Fishing and beer drinking.
But
yeah, we definitely need to.
We'll hit on all those topics when we get there.
Yeah, but I think this after season this year, we've been doing a lot more together than we had in the past.
Right.
Now that I'm home and everybody's kind of reconnected back again,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to hit it hard beginning of the year. Hitting all those seasons we love to hit together, and doing a lot of fishing, and then spend some more time in the woods together, getting feeding cameras, stands, yada yada yada,
Yep.
shooting bows. I mean,
Oh yeah, 3D shoots. That'd be
yeah,
fun.
for sure.
And
for
we'll have
sure.
we'll put it on our podcast and talk about them, our experiences, and what we do
Right.
and what we don't do. And
Right.
again, still have we might have people that are fishermen, not hunters, and heck,
Yeah.
tell us something.
Yeah,
I don't-
it's kind
I'm
of
not-
tough because we're trying to start this right in the heart of deer season, and that's where our board's revolving around right now is deer season.
Mhm.
So that's all we talk about really. So maybe the person that doesn't necessarily deer hunt, but is like a turkey hunting fanatic,
Right.
maybe it's not super interested, but then it's catch 22 when turkey season comes. That's what we're hitting on because we love turkey hunting too, and the deer hunter is like, I don't give a shit about this because I don't turkey. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, dude. That's
Hey-
why we didn't call it like who's your deer hunting because that's not just what we're doing.
Right.
Backcountry was just I thought it sounded pretty cool.
Yeah. When you think of the back country, it's fishing, hunting,
Yeah,
cooking. I mean, whatever.
right.
And when we hit summer and there's no hunting season besides really fishing, we'll talk more maybe about grilling or camping or shooting.
Yeah, probably be a lot of
3Ds.
camping.
Yeah.
That'll be like Tanner's
Yes,
year
his
right there,
forte.
dude. Because that's all that boy does is go camping all the time.
Yep.
So, but yeah, we'll definitely have to when we go camping or something, get like a mobile setup going. That
Mhm.
way we can take the equipment and go like record a podcast with some of the guys at the campground. I think that'd be super cool.
Right.
So
Yep.
a lot of shit coming up. So, but right now it's deer season.
It's deer season.
So-
number one focus.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna cut her off here. Thanks for listening. If you've made it this far past the first 10 minutes, I don't know. We'll see. You
Eh,
still,
We'll throw it in there again. If you like, share, and comment, I'll still send you a decal.
yeah.
But we'll see.
Or if you just even like it, at
Even
this
if you
point.
like it, if you like our link to this episode, which is what, 5?
Yeah, it is 5, I believe.
Dang. Okay.
High rollers, dude.
All right.
Basically rich right now.
They say if you make it through 5, you'll make it through the end.
That's
so
right, dude.
We'll see.
That's right. So yeah, we'll try to keep some content coming. I know it's been a little bumpy, but hopefully we've got her dialed in. We'll see what happens, and everybody stay safe.
And shoot straight.